Hey guys, this is Carl from Defensive Innovations Firearms Training. I'm here with Coach Kage. We're going to do some exercises today, focused on shooting proficiency. Chris?
We're going to go through a bunch of exercises that you can do either with a simple band or just negative body weight to help gain balance, a little bit of strength, and improve posture for that foundation that's going to be so important for your shot. All right, our first exercise we're going to get started off with is a combination of a few exercises. We're going to call this a Palloff lunge twist, which is going to help get some tension and help the range of motion and flexibility throughout the core. All right, here's our Palloff lunge. So with his front foot stable, back foot, heel off the ground, it's going to engage the hip flexors and the quads. It's going to be a straight rotation away, using only the upper body. Do not open the hips. Just like that, nice and slow, focused, controlled. And of course, we're gonna work both sides. Our second exercise is gonna be called a band pull apart. This can be used both as a range of motion and flexibility exercise, a warm-up exercise, or a strength building exercise. Now, as I mentioned in the intro, our band pull apart can be used for both strength, flexibility, range of motion. So make sure when we start that both of our hands are directly out in front of our shoulders. And then when we pull, we're gonna bring it straight back and wrap it around the chest. Nice and easy, nice and slow. As that band extends, it's gonna get exponentially tougher to pull, making this exercise both strength or flexibility, depending on which band you decide to use. All right, our third exercise is going to be called a banded TKE, or total knee extension. It's going to focus on the quad for both strength and mobility. Next, we have the banded TKE, which stands for the total knee extension. What Carl's going to do, bring the band behind his knee so that he has tension on the band with just his toes on the ground. Flex the quad to put the heel into the ground. Make sure there's some weight on it to bring the toe up so that it doesn't pull it back. That's going to focus the majority of our tension on the quad, and it can be used either as a strength exercise, a mobility exercise, or both, depending on which band you decide to use. All right, our fourth exercise is called a monster band walk. It's going to focus on our abductors and abductors, inside and outside of the hips, through lateral motion. All right, next we have the monster band walk. This is going to work very heavily on the abductors and a little bit on the adductors, as well as the glute max and the glute medius. So you're going to start with your feet shoulder width apart, step on the band, squat down so you can bring the band over the neck. Stay in that squatting position and then step laterally with the band around the center of the foot. Do 6 to 8 each direction, and then you don't have to do one side then the other. Our next exercise is a pretty heavy core exercise using rotational movements. It's called a Russian twist. Many people have done this before, but you can grab anything, whether it be a band or a weight, and accomplish this exercise very easy. All right, next we have our Russian twist, which is a very common core exercise. It's going to develop both our core and our arms and shoulders to some degree. You're going to start most of the time with your feet on the floor. As you get more comfortable with it or a little bit better, you can elevate the feet, but we're going to keep them on the floor for today. Weight is going to start in the center, and we're going to rotate from one side to the other, coming back and forth. If you don't have a medicine ball, you can always use a kettlebell, a dumbbell. You could even grab a gallon of milk out of the fridge if you really wanted to. Another thing you can also do is use a decline bench if you happen to have one available, and it's going to increase the hip flexor engagement and strengthen the legs as well. Our next exercise is going to be a plank, which is a very deep core exercise, as well as if you change some of your variations, which I'm going to show you one or two of, which will increase your upper body strength as well. All right, our next exercise is a plank, which very commonly done from the elbows, as you see, Carl. One common mistake a lot of people make is trying to go completely straight. You should actually have your hips elevated just slightly to engage your core a little bit better, as well as the hip flexors. There's a lot of progressions that you could do from this, going up on the hands, going one side or the other. You could also bring your elbows down, back up to your hands. There's many, many different variations of a plank. Even a push-up is a version of a plank. Next exercise is kind of a progressionary exercise. We're gonna start with a bent over band row, which is gonna work on the lats and the biceps. And then as we move forward, we can wrap it around a pole and do a squatting band row, which is gonna increase your balance as well. All right, our next exercise is gonna be progressionary as well. We're gonna start with what's called a kneeling band row. So the knee that is down is gonna be the side that we're gonna pull with. Carl's gonna start by pulling, bringing his back elbow there as he rotates the fist to come past the abs, right past the torso. And as you become more comfortable with this, you can turn this into a squatting band row, which is gonna also increase your balance, because you're gonna have to pull the weight of the band while stabilizing your body weight as you're squatted. And the progression to the squatting band row is very simple. You just come up into a squatted position with the same motion. It's going to focus a lot more on that isometric contraction in the legs, the glutes, and your balance. Next exercise is a glute bridge, which we're going to work primarily the glutes behind you, a little bit of core. And this also is progressionary, where you can go from 2 feet and extend it to 1 foot, or put your foot up on a raised platform. All right, next we have the glute bridge, which is gonna help us to improve our functional stability through the glutes. And if we raise our legs up a little bit on whether a 4-inch, 8-inch, 12-inch lift, it's gonna increase the hamstrings engagement as well. So when we start, the heels are gonna be on the pad or on the floor. We're gonna drive the hips up, hold it at the top for a second, make sure we have full contraction, bring it back down. Nice and easy, back down, back up. Next exercise is called a delt raise complex. It's gonna combine an anterior and a lateral delt raise with a little bit of a connection in between the two of them. First one is an anterior delt raise, the second is a lateral delt raise, but we're gonna connect them together instead of doing one and then the other. So Carl's gonna start with the hands in the front, bringing the dumbbell straight up, bringing it straight to the sides, then back down. And then we're gonna do that lateral raise to bring them up, swing them to the front, bring them back down. Going back up, out, down, up, in. There we go. All right, our last two exercises are going to be progressionary upon each other. The first is a foundational band raise, which will progress into a band raise with a twist to strengthen the range of motion while presenting your firearm. All right, our last exercise here is that progressionary foundational exercise, where we're going to start with the foundational band raise, where he's going to start with it under his foot, engaging the lats, engaging the chest, elevating the shoulders, to bring it right to the line of sight. We don't have to go any higher, but we don't want to go any lower. This is foundational, so we're gonna get that line of sight where we need it to be and make that a habitual pattern. Once we get comfortable with this one, we're gonna add the twist to it, which is gonna open the hips. Unlike that first exercise we did with the Pavlov twist, now gonna rotate at the hips instead of above the hips. It's gonna help your range of motion through that sight line, become more comfortable, and get a better angle. The final step of this is making sure that we can go both directions. Trying to hit at least a minimum of 180 degrees.
I want to give thanks to Coach Kage for helping us out today, focusing on strength and mobility. We have more videos coming out, focusing on flexibility and range of motion. This is Carl from Defensive Innovations Firearms Training. Train today for a safer tomorrow.